All right, folks. First of all, we have the Monday range model. Now, some people on the internet claim to teach it, but every single teaching about this model is incomplete. All of them. The reason being is that they don't understand that candles are ranges. All right, so Monday's a range, Tuesday is a range, and Wednesday's a range. Each range has its function, right? When trading the Monday range model, apply range trading rules on the Monday candle. So Monday, accumulation. Tuesday, turtle soup. Wednesday, continuation. The Monday range is either going to be turtle souped, falsely broken out of, or it will be broken through and used as a key level. So break and retest, basically. Right? There is no other state or condition that can happen. Right? It's either going to be turtle souped or it's going to be broken out of and reused as a support or resistance level. Right? The true support and resistance level is ranges. Target 1 is always going to be 50% of the Monday range. Target 2 is the opposing end of the range, right? So in this instance, you have this candle, you mark it out. Okay, turtle soup. As soon as you see this target, this rejection, right? Range, turtle soup, and reject it back into the range, you target 50% and the opposing end of the range, right? Every single time. This allows for reevaluation and potential mistakes in your analysis, either by reversing higher or dumping much lower than you thought. Right? And that's where runners come in the next lesson. Here's a visual representation. So you have Monday, one specific candle, turtle soup of Monday on Tuesday, and then you hit the opposing end of the range on Wednesday, right? So you got Monday, range, turtle soup, target 150%, and you'll usually see this consolidation, right? The infamous consolidation in the equilibrium. Now, here's a side quest. What does that mean? What does a consolidation mean? It means that an expansion is coming. So when you say that price consolidates in or at the 50% of any range, that means price is going to expand from the 50% of the range. All right, some food for thought for the astute pupil. And by the way, market structure traders, right? You got this beautiful breaker, got completely wrecked because they don't know the candles or ranges, right? Monday, range high, target 1, range low. If you only focused your entire trading career from now on, from this video onwards, if you focused on only taking trades from the end of the range to the 50%, then you'll have a much higher win rate. Another example, one specific candle is Monday, right? It's a range chop. When you see a large wick on either end of the candle, that means there was a lot of chop, right? So this one candle, turtle soup, on Tuesday. So open here, massive rally, everyone gets suckered in. And as I'm saying this, visualize the lower time frame, right? Monday, turtle soup on Tuesday, and then within this specific range, Wednesday gets the low, right? They have an inside candle, which means probably an expansion happened afterwards. Another example, you got Monday range, Tuesday turtle soup, target 1, and target 2. It's the same candle, by the way. All right, so Monday, chop. Tuesday, this gray area gets turtle souped. And then on Wednesday, you get a classic sell, an easy day to trade. Now, market structure works within this framework. Breaker, false, model number 1. Market structure shift, wrong, Monday range. The market structure shift that is in the direction. See, market structure works, right? In fact, I use it, and you should use it too. But market structure that is in the direction of the higher time frame only, right? So, Monday range, turtle soup, breaker right here, right? High, low, higher high, break through this breaker, right? The closing price. And this one specific down close candle before the purge is the key level. In the light of the Monday range, right? So you're using structure within the higher time frame order flow. That's the most accurate, and that is the flawless way of trading market structure instead of randomly trying to catch every single shift you see. Of course, beautifully, the closing price of the breaker gives you an almost zero drawdown entry every single time. Beautiful. And a breaker is one that takes out a previous candle's high and probably takes out 1 and 2 highs. That's better than the one that takes out 1 high. Next up, you have the Monday range, broken through and used. All right, so Monday, broke through it, and turtle soup. If you notice, there was not a single bullish market structure shift, right? So we're breaking through lows. Because remember, you have to blend market profiles. It's the first chapter for a reason, the first technical chapter, right? You have to blend market profile with this. And if you do that, then you'll have a flawless system. Right here. Did we ever break through a high that broke a low? All right. Nope. We wicked above it. That's bearish continuation. Lows broken, highs rejected. This was the chance they had to break above the high. If they break above this high, right? Low, high, lower, low. If they closed above this high, we're bullish. Right? That's market structure. Otherwise, we're bearish. Rejecting highs, breaking lows. So let's assume you don't see this part of the screen, right? Would you buy this blindly? Yeah. You can buy this as this one specific candle, turtle souped, 3 candle model, to the 50%. That's where the magic happens. Right? And watch this more than once. The astute pupil, the smart student, the diligent disciple will lose sleep over this, right? Because what I said just now in the past 5 minutes is literally all you need to know. So be smart and take this into your own charts, verify, and enjoy. Next up, we have the Asian range model, right? Asian range model. So you have a consolidation from 8 p.m. to midnight, New York time, right? That's the Asian range time. So you take that specific time because here's a little side piece on the 3 candle model. If you pattern trade it, you'll get wrecked, right? Because not every single candle is going to be turtle souped, obviously, right? So price ranges, you got price ranges, you got time ranges. This is a timed range, right? So from 8 p.m. to midnight, New York time, that's the range I'll use to measure what happens. Do we break out? Do we turtle soup one side? What happens, right? Now, some market structure study for you here. high, low, high, low. Notice the highs, the lows, excuse me, so we're bullish, right? First of all, lows rejected, highs broken, right? And more specifically, the lows that took the highs rejected, super important. High, low, breaking the high, close above, bullish, right? We're breaking above the high that broke the low and then digging back into it and then rallying, right? That structure. Here's another chance. High, low, higher high. We never broke below this low. The high that broke the low is key, and take this into your charts, right? The high that broke the low is key. This is classic Dow theory, right? But when you look at it and blend it with market profiles, then what you have is a deadly weapon in your hands. Low, high that stabbed into the low, broken through, bullish, right? So dumps are for buying. Within this, you have another one. Low, high, low, break above it, dump below, buy. Model number 1, by the way. Huh? This one specific candle, down close candle, is a range, right? This one too. And in a bullish market, the highs, the lows that broke the highs are turtle soup, and vice versa. All right, listen to that again. And we kept going up until we got a high, a low, a higher high. We broke through the low that broke the high. That's when the downfall started. At this point in time, right, that's what happened. Obviously, a better entry is this, right? You see this? It's a more advanced entry. This is the 3 candle model up here, right? Candle, range, order block, CSD. Close below, lower prices, right? So these 2 things I'm giving you are the most mechanical ways of determining bias. The highs that broke the lows, and the lows that broke the highs, and the closing of the candles above and below the previous candles. That's all you need to know for bias, right? That's the fundamental basis of bias. So your homework is go into your charts and look at the relevance of the highs that broke the lows and the lows that broke the highs in determining bullish or bearish bias. Some more thoughts. Traditionally, these highs that broke the lows and the lows that broke the highs, they're used to determine bias, right? What does that mean? That means from the moment you close below this low, right, you displace below it the low that took the high, or vice versa. If you break below it, then from this moment in time onwards, you're going to target the previous lows, expecting a retracement, targeting the previous lows, right? You can also use them for turtle soup. Low, high, lower, low. Never closed twice above. Never. That's turtle soup. So you can use these highs for turtle soup, or you can use them for determining the trend, quote unquote. Determining, are we more likely to go higher? That's what you're determining, by the way. You're determining the answer to this question. Are we more likely to go higher or lower? That's all. You probe the highs and lows. The highs and lows in general, these specific highs and lows in specific. And of course, a beautiful, never close the body above this candle, just gorgeous wick, non-existent, right? The wicks do the damage and bodies tell the story. Just beautiful. Never ceases to astound me the accuracy of of these algorithms. And yes, it's not one algorithm. There's many. Next up, Asian range. All right. Timed range from 8 p.m. to 00:00 a.m. Right, midnight. New York time. You wait for one side to be taken, right, and then you determine a continuation or targeting the low of this session as soon as you get a shift in direction, right? High, low, smash above it, and displace below. You got this one too. High, low, higher, high, smash below. This is objective, right? Smash below it, then use the FVG to target this low. A timed low. Everything is timed. Another note is that I'll leave that in the chat. All right. So remind me in the chat. Talk about the IRL versus ERL and which one to use, basically, because it's being thrown around on Twitter nowadays and being used incorrectly. So I'll touch on that in the chat. All right, so that's it. Now, a pattern trader who didn't have the Asian range in mind is going to buy above this high. And that is exactly the previous highs turtle soup. Right? Range high over here. Turtle soup and range low. All right, so that's the basic summary, and that was a mouthful. That was a dense, super important, very crucial past 10, 15 minutes. Not sure. But watch them properly and apply them in your charts. Go to your charts. Don't just watch this and expect it to magically work. Watch this. And I'm advising you, the viewers, the same way I'd advise my brother or sister, right? Or any family member who wants to learn how to trade. Whatever I'm saying, take it with a critical mind. Go to your charts and verify. That's how you gain confidence. That's how you know what? I've seen it myself. I've seen it happen once, twice, 3 times. And backtest, the history of the charts is gold mine, right? Because history does repeat itself. When you buy an order block, right, you're expecting history to repeat itself, the pattern to repeat itself. Why? Because smart money dumped price below this low because they control the markets, obviously, right? And they used this one specific candle to scare everyone away, and they're going to buy back into it and rally, right? So it's a repeating logic, and it will never stop working. As long as you have the right to trade, these concepts will work. So if that's your concern, then rest assured that they will work as long as, at least till 2030, that's for sure. But the takeaway is this. Take all of this, right, apply it in your charts, get used to it, and that's when the money making happens. Candle, this one specific candle is a range, right? Gray area. It's going to be a timed range, obviously. This range is getting turtle souped. This is a lower time frame look into the higher time frame candle. Right, so the candle in the higher time frame looks like this. And on the lower time frame, you'll see this. So you're going to target these highs as soon as you determine a change in the trend or direction. Obviously, you're going to take the trade from down here to up here. And excuse my voice, I'm unwell today. range low, range high, within a range high and range low, right? So there's tons and tons, and there's tens, 20s, there's hundreds of opportunities per day, right? Range low, range high, turtle soup. You take it to the range high and then you wait. Did we close above the high that broke the low? Nope, right? Okay. Yes, we closed and we created a bullish PD rate above the high. Right, this order block right here. Bearish order block, fake, devoured, and these are the best order blocks. The best order blocks are the ones that have a failed order block before them, right? So let's assume everything after this candle is invisible, right? This bullish engulfing candle. Turtle soup. If you're a pattern trader, you are a bearish turtle soup, but you didn't look at the high that broke the low. We closed above it. We're bullish, right? Low, high, lower, low. Breaking above the high that broke the low, and I want to drill this in your head, right? From then onwards, we rallied. Rejecting lows, breaking highs. Simple and advanced market profiles. Candle range, turtle soup, and you sell the next candle above the open. It's that simple. Right. One more thing. Before a true breakout of a range, you will normally have a fake turtle soup like this. You know, some of you tell me that it's usually the off-the-cuff remarks that hold the most value, and that's true. Next up, you have